video, still no fixed microphone. So now I'm still using the super wide lens, and my head still looks very weird. I mean, my head always looks weird, but you know. Okay. Sorry, I'm checking the side thing here. Look how weird my head looks with this wide lens. Alright, so today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be a story time vlog. You know, those cool things that cool YouTubers do? Yeah, I'm going to do one of those. So there's not going to be really anything geek related in this vlog, unless you count looking at me geek-like. So my friend Michelle, she's a student teacher at this middle school. This middle school happens to be the middle school that I went to. So one day we were talking, and then I'm like, haha, you gotta get me in there, you know, so I can teach a class. And then she's like, haha, yeah, sure. Maybe, you know, we'll teach screenwriting. You know, thinking that nothing would ever come of it. I'm like, yeah, we say that, but it's never gonna happen. Until one day she texts me up, hey, what are you doing Friday? And I'm like, nothing. And she's like, good. I'm scheduling you to teach my class. And I'm like, oh, shit. Alright, damn, well, I guess I gotta teach a class. Not only teach a class, but teach my old middle school. You don't know the meaning of the word surreal until you're teaching at your own middle school. So anyway, you know, this was like a week beforehand. I didn't really have time to prepare anything, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just wing it. I winged it, and I fucking killed it! I'm just joking. I think the hardest part about it was waking up at like 7. My sleep schedule was very messed up. I go to bed at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. every night. And then I think it was when 5 a.m. hit around, I'm like, listen, if I go to sleep now, I'm not gonna wake up. Something happens to me when I sleep where if I sleep, I'm like in a coma. If the apocalypse was happening outside, I still wouldn't wake up. I don't know what it is. I'm not a sleep biologist. School paid off. I was planning on maybe vlogging, but the thing is that there are a lot of laws when you're filming kids, especially filming kids inside of a school, and I didn't want to deal with any of that crap, so I'm like, alright, I'm not gonna vlog anything. I'm not gonna do any of that. You can't show kids' faces without their parents' permission. It's a big thing. So I wish I had footage to show you, but I don't. I did film this little thing when I woke up, though. I stayed up all night. Look at that, not even joking. 7 o'clock right now, so that was me dead ass tired from not having slept the full day before. Basically at that point I hadn't slept in like 48 hours. The person I was teaching screenwriting for obviously was my friend Michelle, but she's a student teacher to another teacher named Mrs. E. I had her 2 years in a row. She was my English teacher 2 years in a row. I did not get held back. She went from teaching 7th to 8th grade. If you told me when I was in 7th or 8th grade that I would be teaching in the same class 10 years later, I'd be like, that's weird. But now I'm like, that's weird. It was fun. I was nervous that I was gonna suck. But guess what? I didn't suck. I fucking nailed it. I mean, I basically just taught the basics of screenwriting, basically told them about some of my short films, which are not on this channel. I don't know if I told any of the students about my Nico 9 stuff, but some of them have subscribed and commented on my videos, so welcome. It's really strange going down memory lane. There were a few teachers there who I really wanted to see, some I didn't get to see. There was an art teacher named Mr. B, who was a pretty cool dude, but I didn't get to see him because, I don't know, I was too busy. One teacher I did get to see was this teacher I had in, 9th grade? 8th grade? 9th grade. So I had this teacher in 9th grade named Mrs. V. And Mrs. V, she's basically the teacher that every little boy in the school has a crush on, which I bet is a title she loves to have. So anyway, of course, come on. I had to visit Mrs. V, and look, dude, she is still prime. Look, I know that's shallow, but yo, like, still, she's prime. I can say that now, and it's not weird because I'm an adult. I'm an adult. Look, hey man, let's just get real. I'm pretty sure if you go to a school, there's always that one teacher. In my school, there were multiple teachers, so I'm not gonna name them all, but Mrs. V was freaking prime, dude. She was Optimus Prime, Alpha Prime, Prime Rib, Amazon Prime, Prime Minister, Primary Care Physician, Chris Prime. Alright, I'm done. Any other prime puns you can think of, put them in the comments below. In all seriousness, it was a good time. I did not bomb as hard as I thought I would. The kids were really responsive. I actually had them reenact basically the scenes. They would write a scene and then we would have them come in front of the class and act it out. A lot of it was ended up being pretty ridiculous. But hey, in movies, you know, it can all be pretty ridiculous. A lot of it was about Fortnite. I mean, hey, look, I play Fortnite almost every day. One of the kids was like, whoa, you play Fortnite? And I'm like, dude, I'm 23, I'm not 100. I think it's because to 7th graders, I seem like old, but when they get 23, you will realize how not old you are. Like I said, I got to see some of my old teachers. I mean, it was cool seeing Mrs. E. She's like one of my favorite teachers ever. I got to see Mrs. V. I'm not sure if she remembered who I am, though, because she did, but she sort of didn't, because I was wearing a name tag, and she was like, oh, hey, Nico! Nah, it's all good, though. It's all good. I think once Mrs. E mentioned this video I did, she knew who I was. And then I went up to Mrs. F, who was another teacher I had who loved me. She didn't remember me at all. I was expecting Mrs. V not to remember me and Mrs. F to remember me, but it was flip-flop. Okay, so when I was like, I can't remember, I think it was 9th grade. Damn, I don't know. It was either 8th or 9th grade, where basically I got this idea from a Nostalgia Critic video. That's how long I've been watching Nostalgia Critic, where he did like he did 50 impressions in 50 seconds, where the name would pop up and then he would do an impression of that celebrity. I did the same thing with my teachers, where I would impersonate my teachers for like a second, so I did like, I don't know, 20 teachers in 20 seconds. I think I might still have that vid on my old computer, which is collecting dust in my closet. If I ever find a way to reboot that computer, that'd be sweet to put that up. This vlog is so scatterbrained, dude. Oh, also, my 6th grade teacher, which in my district is still elementary school. So my elementary school 6th grade teacher is now the guidance counselor, I believe, for the middle school I taught at. My 6th grade teacher was also there watching me teach the class really poorly. So hopefully I taught them. Hopefully they learned something. Hopefully you guys, if you're watching this, hopefully you learned some, formatting and screenwriting and all that stuff. You definitely did not learn how to spell correctly. I misspelled scene one time. I misspelled dialogue a bunch of times because I still don't know how to spell dialogue. I also spelled speech wrong the entire day and no one corrected me, so thanks! Okay, let's see. It was a fun time. Quick vlog, quick update. I'm working on 3 short films right now. Fragments is, I'm working on it. That's taken so long.
We're told from birth that our memories are a burden. Memory creates war. Memory creates death. Memory is a cancer. That is false. What if I told you memories are the most beautiful thing we have, more beautiful than currency? Memory is what makes you. Memory is what makes me.
I'm also working on this space film. I'm also working on a Hitchcockian thriller called Bad Trip. Anyway, that's why I left BuzzFeed. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.